Breaking news. The discoverer of the God particle has just died. Watch this full video. A few moments ago, a terrible piece of news was confirmed that the man who discovered the God particle has passed away. His name, Peter Higgs. What he did was so important, it changed the world forever. To fully grasp it, let's provide context. For a long time, it was thought that atoms were the elementary particles. Then it was discovered that there were smaller particles, the protons and neutrons. But then it was raised. What still protons and neutrons could be divided in particles much smaller. And so, the 17 fundamental particles were identified, which make up everything we know in the universe. Deep particles and fundamental forces are called the Standard Model. But in that Standard Model, everything was complete except for something. So important, it could be called the God particle. And that's how I got to Peter Higgs, a British scientist who was the one who discovered that God particle. Together with other scientists, they had developed an idea to explain how the universe is made up, and it was at that moment that Peter Higgs realized that the God particle must exist. Years passed, and it would be in 2012 that finally was Peter Higgs' theory proven about the existence of the God particle. And it's that, in 2012, the Large Hadron Collider, a machine so brutal that even before being used, it was feared it could destroy the world. That if the carbohydrate dioxide particle existed, about this particle called boson about Higgs, and the fact that the discovery of the Higgs boson showed that there's this strange thing we're all immersed in known as the Higgs field, an invisible environment that's everywhere in the universe and gives particles their mass. I know, sounds complex, but scientists explain it this way. Just as fish need to be in water, things in the universe need to be in the Higgs field. It was in the year 1964 that Peter Higgs was among the first to suggest the existence of that field, and of predicting that there should also be a particle associated with that field. What would be the God particle? But why was this God particle, scientifically known as the Higgs boson, so important? Well, because the idea of the human being, the knowledge, a complete understanding of the elementary particles that make up the universe, because it was a particle unlike any others that were known. Thus, the most accurate theory to date was achieved. Tells how important this is. According to experts, since the discovery of the Higgs boson, that is the God particle, there has been no discovery at that level. Yet, there are still mysteries to be solved. How? What is the dark matter that makes up 27% of the universe? Why is there more matter than antimatter? Why is the universe's expansion accelerating? Anyway, there are still many unanswered questions. What's real is that the God particle, it changed everything. This is Peter Higgs who said two things about his discovery. The first, the only good idea he ever had. And the second, it ruined his life. Because after his discovery, he became won the Nobel Prize and could never live in peace again. Today, this great scientist is deceased. Thanks to his theory and research, the world discovered the existence of the God particle, a fundamental particle for everything in the universe. And its scientific name is Higgs boson. But this particle is so crucial that it's been dubbed the God particle. Now tell me what you think. Rest in peace, ask Aljabix.